Welcome to Waverley Softball Association and Space Quake Sports live stream. We're down here tonight at Gels Park to see Northwood Falcons take on the Syndal Softball Club. I'm Shane Goodall, and with me you have Therese Bonner. Therese, how are you doing tonight?
Good, thanks, Shane. How are you?
Yeah, doing all right. We've got a good match shaping up for us tonight with two teams that have had a little bit of success in the last couple of weeks. How do you think it's going to play out?
Oh, look, Syndal have come out early and shown dominance on the ladder, but Falcons have been on the up, and they have been for the whole season, so it could be anyone's game tonight.
Nice. So, hitting lineup for Syndal, leading off, playing first base is Steph Marsh. Over at shortstop is Alana Panza. Playing third base and hitting 3, Charlotte Delos. Playing centre field, hitting 4, Sarah Caddison. Bree Dawson's playing in left field and she's hitting 5. Caitlin Ollie's catching and hitting 6. Mickey Harris in right field, batting 7. Ty Graham playing second base, and rounding it out, the pitcher, Tanya Pukatapu.
And looking at Falcons, we're leading off with centre fielder, Polina Golkina, followed by shortstop, Izzy Zaharias, left field, Emily Fry, third base, Sarah Logan, pitcher, Caitlin Laird, catcher, Chelsea Kimber, first base, Imogen Bodley, the designated player, Caitlin Wood, second base, Kira McLaverty, and the flex, right field, Jordan Hutchinson.
And just as everybody goes to take the field for Falcons, we'll run you through our Blues. Behind the dish, we got Kian Privatera. Over at first base, Rob Dykstra. And at third base, Simon Ross. So Caitlin Laird starting in the middle for Falcons, the person they've turned to most of the time to do all their pitching work. Do you want to give us a little bit of a pre-game scouting report on Caitlin Laird, Therese?
Oh, look, Caitlin Laird throws a killer curveball and a lot of heat. We're
definitely looking to challenge the hitters early in the count, get ahead. Running around the infield, we got Imogen Bodley over at 1, Kira McLaverty at 2, Izzy Zaharias short, and Sarah Logan at 3. Got a pretty experienced left side of the infield and then a right side of the infield with a little bit more youth and probably looking to take some advice from the senior side of their infield. Jumping in the batter's box though, first up for Syndal, number 15, Steph Marsh. Not a bad location to start off with. You'd be pretty happy with that as your first pitch of the game, but just low, ball 1. Good work by Caitlin in the inside half. Caitlin have a particular area of the zone she likes to work to more often than not, Therese, or?
Oh, I mean, pounding the strike zone's always a good start.
Yeah. Takes her upstairs and Steph Marsh offers it that one. So Caitlin Laird and Chelsea Kimber jump ahead early. 1 ball, 2 strikes against the leadoff hitter. 2 strikes.
She fouls that one off.
Could see a good little bit of a lean or a bit of pitch action there from Caitlin. So obviously looking at that curveball. Might also be a little bit handy with that lefty catcher who can just sort of use that glove on the right hand to sort of meet back at the outside edge. And then a bit of change of pace, see if he can't play with some timing. So nice bit of work to start the game from behind the dish from Chelsea Kimber. Ground ball. Up over the back.
Bit low there. And that sun looks like it's getting to be a little bit in the eyes of our infield here.
Yeah, would not be easy over playing second base.
No, but you can see that hand up there from the fielder.
Let's just say, don't look at the sun, look at the ball. If you're not looking at the sun. But a good job here by Steph Marsh to battle all the way back to a full count. Good challenge pitch down and in. Gets the ground ball. Sarah Logan, steady as ever, makes the play over to 1. That'll be the first out for Falcons. Brings to the plate the shortstop, number 21, Alana Panza. You can see already Therese, like you mentioned, with Caitlin's pace, just jamming up Steph Marsh there, and a soft ground ball. Alana Panza shapes the bunt on the first one, but a little bit outside from Caitlin, just not enough to really do anything with it.
And a big swing there from Alana Panza.
I don't mind it, I like it. If you've maybe brought the infield in a little bit on that shape of a surprise bunt and be super aggressive on the next one.
I mean, you know what they say about going hard or going home.
Fly ball into left field. And Fry camps underneath that, no trouble at all. So Falcons will get the second hitter. Now coming to the plate, playing third base, Charlotte Delos. So I think these two will know each other quite well. Charlotte being from the Keilor Park Association, and Caitlin being from Northern Districts. They've probably played against each other a couple of times before. And some junior comps and even some senior comps out the other side of the city.
Yes, Charlotte! Yes, Charlotte!
And a tentative swing there brings us to strike 2.
Yeah, some of those rise balls though, you see them out of the hand, you just can't help yourself. You know it's going to be a ball, but you just go at it. Good gas on the pitch there from Caitlin Laird, so that'll get the job done. In the top of the first, a ground ball to third, a fly ball to left field, and a strikeout will do it. Falcons will look to take some of that momentum and go into their hitting. As we jump back out into the field here with Syndal, there's a run through Tanya Pukatapu, the starting pitcher tonight for Syndal. They've also got Sarah Catterson out playing centre field, who I think you were commentating a game only 2 weeks ago, Therese, that Sarah Catterson came in and did a job relieving.
Oh, look, I was commentating from the couch.
Oh, that's right. That was when Casey was commentating.
Yeah, shout out to Casey and her tonsillitis. She couldn't be here tonight, but, you know, I think Shane's a much better replacement. Much more experienced commentator.
So Tanya Pukatapu, obviously a multiple-time Peter Eddebone medal winner from the MVP of Open 1 and a dominant pitcher in the middle here. Look to give Syndal a good start in the bottom of the first. see if they can't get themselves back in the batter's box in the second and put a couple of runs on.
You'll see Syndal already starting to play that switch for the lead-off hitter. Polina, bit of a slapper. Nice and short.
That's actually a pretty good move. It looked like Charlotte Dallas was going to come in and field that ball and just sort of let it go through. Roll foul. Talking about that shift, we saw a lot of the Aussie Steelers do that with Nick Shales playing third base and coming in and playing almost as like a half-distance shortstop. Seemed to work pretty well for them. For the Aussie Steelers go and beat Canada in the final 5-2.
A foul ball there. 2 strikes here on Polina Galkina.
That's a really good pitch. When you're up, no balls and 2 strikes, and you can locate that changeup just bouncing in front of the plate. Nobody's doing any damage with that. Guess anything you've got to hope is that the catcher can get in front and block it.
Second foul ball there.
And they never tickle when they come
No.
out of the mask. So looks like everybody's all good though.
That's what the headgear's for.
Yeah, just testing it out.
Yeah, we're not living in the 60s anymore. We wear our helmets.
And so a foul ball there as well. Syndal definitely in front of this scenario. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, some good battling by Polina, making sure she just takes anything that might be close enough for home plate umpire Kian Privatera to call, fouling it off.
Polina definitely looking here to just drop that ball in and rely on her legs.
Tell you what, have you ever seen anybody faster on the softball diamond before?
Never.
I reckon you'd be hard pressed to.
I reckon Polina could give Bolt a run for his money.
You saying?
Yep. Very speedy.
And so the umpire's just going to gather here over at third base and have a little bit of a chat. I think it might be Syndal a little bit questioning whether she's trying to slap or whether she's trying to bunt. Obviously, if she bunts foul with the 2 strikes on her, then she'll be out. But I do think it does look a bit more like a slap. Oh, nice play by Alana Panza. Tell you what, it could be very easy to be playing in a fair bit closer because of the speed threat that Polina is, but playing back at a nice spot just means she can jump and take that catch. So nice job, Syndal and Alana Panza.
Very different positioning for the field here, moving back for a big old power hitter. Watches that ball up.
Good location by Tanya Pukatapu there. Looks like a nice little low rise on the outside half. But Izzy Zahari is always a very patient hitter in the batter's box. I reckon you could almost slot the first pitch every time. And another nice change-up. Low. If somebody does go after it, all you're really going to get out of it is a ground ball.
Another bit of change of pace there.
Maybe a little bit of a pre-planned set up with pace. Just go, let's work off speed the majority of the at-bat. But a 3-1 count here, so is he going to get any pitches he's going to hit? It's probably going to be no.
And Izzy picks a walk there. Falcons with the first base runner of the game, bringing in M. Fry to the box. Just fouling that one back.
Get a little bit of signals over from Cheryl Way at third base, so you never know. Early in the game, runner on. Nice skills back there by Caitlin Ollie. A little bit of a bloop bump, but it's going to work. M-Fry's quick. So that'll put runners on 1 and 2 for Falcons and bring to the plate third base, Sarah Logan.
Very good position to be in this early in the game.
Yeah, a little bit of short ball early in the game can leave you in good stead for later on. And I tell you what, you go put 2 runners on for Sarah Logan, they could very quickly turn into a 2 or a 3-0 game. Oh, big hack out of Logie there first up. So hey, you got 3 strikes, you might as well use them all.
Just fouling that one off. 2 strikes here now. Just a bit of a mix, a bit low.
And some good skills behind the dish by Caitlin Ollie too. If you go too adventurous with trying to pick the ball, that 1 runner in scoring position can become 2 runners in scoring position. Just on the bottom half of that ball, but on time from Logie, so if she squares it up, it's going to be hit hard. So we got that 1 ball, 2 strike count. Hard hit ball from Logie, but straight to the right fielder. And the throw goes over the top of Alana Panza. But some good base running by Izzy Zaharias, tagging up and going to 3 after the catch has been made. So Falcons get that runner across where they can score on a single or a pass ball. And into the box steps number 80, the pitcher, Caitlin Laird. Good location, top half of the zone there. So Tanya Pukatapu will jump ahead. No balls, 1 strike. Again, we're seeing a bit of that theme with the change of pace.
Well, we've got many pitches in the open one that are all throwing a fair bit of pace, so having that good change-up's essential in your pitching repertoire.
Definitely.
And again.
Strike 3. And safe play made by Steph Marsh over at 1.
Syndal getting themselves out of a hole there.
Yeah, Falcons get a couple of base runners on through a walk and a bunt, but can't capitalise to drive them in. So after 1 completed frame, it's 0-0. So we head into the top of the second. Stepping into the batter's box for Syndal, centre field, Sarah Caddison. First pitch in the dirt there for ball one. So Sarah Caddison for Syndal, one of those really strong two-way players. Plays good defence, pitches well and hits the ball hard. Lays off that pitch downstairs, gets herself into a good hitter's count, 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, just very laid back looking player too. Very comfortable there.
Good response by Caitlin Laird. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, I hate those laid back players. I've got to concentrate every second of the game to even just...
Look, I think she's a country girl. I think that's where it comes from.
Good low lifter on the inside half there from Caitlin Laird. So pegs the count back level at 2-2. And good pace again. Beats the bat. So after falling behind, 2 balls, no strikes, Caitlin Laird responds with 3 in a row. And that'll be the first out for the top of the second.
Bring into the box, Bree Dawson. Caitlin Laird coming in, pounding that zone to start.
I think that's definitely a good tactic from both Caitlin and Chelsea. If they can get ahead of a lot of these hitters, then they can go to using more of Caitlin's skills and curveball, rise ball, and the change of pace as well.
For sure.
Aggressive swing by Bree Dawson and a pitch at the top of the strike zone. It's one of those ones where, as a coach, you don't really mind them going at that pitch, because if they middle it, probably got a chance to hit the ball out. Change up, gets through to shortstop. And out at 1. Good stretch by Imogen Bodley on the throw over from Izzy Zaharias. So that'll be the second out of the innings. Some tidy defense by the Falcons. And it will bring to the plate the catcher, Caitlin Ollie.
Going up for a ball there. Just fouling it down that first base line.
Looked like it might have been the very outside edge. Caitlin Ollie really had to reach to get that. Might be where that lefty catcher comes in handy and just frame that pitch on the outside half to the righty batters. Have you pitched to a lefty catcher before, Therese?
Oh, I've pitched to Chelsea a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Not in a game recently.
Lefty catcher or righty catcher? What would you prefer?
I mean, I've had more experience with righty catchers, but my one lefty catcher I know, Chelsea Kimber here, got no issues with it.
Beautiful.
Very talented catcher. Going away with her next week, so I hope I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah. You'd want to be, wouldn't you? Oof.
Fouling that one off to the back.
And takes her upstairs with that pitch, and we saw a rise ball first pitch of the at-bat as well. Maybe a little bit of their work against Caitlin Ollie. Part of a scouting report. There we go. Chases the rise ball.
Not happy with herself there.
Like we said, though, sometimes they just look so good. 3/4 of the way down, you're like, oh no.
Yep.
I've done it again.
Oh, we've all done it.
For the 3rd time tonight.
We call that one the Casey Smith rule.
So then that'll do it for Falcons. They get their 3 outs there. Syndal will come back out, look to keep this at a 0-0 ball game. So the softball season in Victoria is really in full swing with Waverley's Open 1 competition. We've also got the Softball Victoria Men's State League, who have one of their tournament catch-up rounds this Sunday with games at Glenara and Waverley to make up for all these games who have lost due to rain. And the Under-12 Super Softball Slam out at Northern Districts on Sunday as well. So plenty of softball everywhere. Make sure you get out, get down to one of the grounds, check out some high-quality softball. Again, the change of pace, and now to lead off the hitter. Some nice work by Caitlin Ollie and Tanya Pukatapu. Chelsea Kimber swings to the first pitch she sees.
Going low and out there for a ball. Look, some of us like to swing at the first pitch we see. I will admit, guilt. But most of the time, it's good.
Good job by Chelsea Kimber to hold her swing off there. Again, some more of those rise balls. Kian Previtera points it down to Simon Ross at third base. Did she swing? Simon Ross says no. In that deep voice as well.
Teacher voice.
Hard hit shot up the middle by Chelsea Kimber. Does a really good job of staying inside the ball and hitting it back the left side of the infield. So Falcons will get their lead off on base, which will bring to the plate number 51 playing first base, Imogen Bodley. There you go, another person swinging first pitch. Saw Falcons play a little bit of small ball in the first. I reckon they got any in the second as well.
Oh, look, potentially. Especially with some of these young kids.
Yeah, they practice bunting a lot at state training and things like that. So, either called strike on the outside half, move the count to no balls and 2 strikes. So we might not see any bunting now. But a little 2-strike approach in the batter's box from Imogen Bodley. Foul ball up. Steph Marsh come running over. Makes a nice catch up against the fence. So a good job there to find the wall, find the ball, as they teach. And that'll be the first out for the innings for Syndal.
Swinging at a low strike there.
Tanya Pukatapu is definitely working ahead of nearly every single one of these hitters. And again, like we said, going the other way, it gives you the opportunity to use all of her different pitches, from change-ups, rise balls, rollover drop. And now finds herself 2 strikes up on another hitter. So a swing there will be the strikeout, and that now has 2 outs for Syndal.
Falcons bringing out a runner for catcher Chelsea Kimber.
How good is now you can get a runner for the pitcher as well.
Oh, it has saved me. It has saved me.
So
especially
good.
on a hot weekend.
I think it's just generally a good rule because you have some pitchers who are quality hitters, but a lot of the time you might have a pitcher who's the flex and not hitting, so it doesn't really impact too many different times, but be able to get somebody out there and keep the game moving quick. Good rule all in all, I reckon. We now have in the batter's box second base for Falcons, Kira McClaverty. Throw down to one from Caitlin Ollie, and Steph Marsh does a great job of keeping the ball in front.
2 strikes here now on the batter.
And good pitch on the inside half there. Just really jammed up the hitter in the box.
Looked a little bit like a change of pace there too.
Yeah.
Very lovely pitch.
So some good working by both batteries so far. Not too many hits to report on. A lot of good sequences and good execution of pitches. As we move into the top of the third, it is still 0-0.
And going into the top of the third, leading off for Syndal is Mickey Harris. Mickey, another left-handed hitter. A little bit of a slap or bunt here, perhaps.
And a bit of wheels up the line too. It's good bunt. Maybe just a touch hard. There's a lot of pace, but basically bunted the ball to Sarah Logan, who was able to make the out. So you were right, Therese. Definitely good bunt and then good bit of pace up the line. Got a scouting report on everybody else as well.
Scouting report here on Ty. Ty's in the under-23 state team. Known for a few good hits.
You going to be playing an outfield shift or anything on Ty? More likely to pull or more likely to push?
Oh, look, I wouldn't, but, you know.
Straight up.
Ty not the quickest runner. Ty will admit that, I'm sure.
Good aggressive swing at that pitch too. So no balls, 2 strikes here on Ty Graham. Little bit of an excuse me swing there, but with 2 strikes you can keep fouling them off all day.
Yeah. Ty makes herself quite hard to pitch to when she makes that little bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, it's a little compact batting position.
And look, you're more likely to hit her on the hands than the strike zone, as I've learnt. Nice long shot foul.
It really wraps her hands around that one, so it's tricky to really hit the ball that far around, but obviously shows that she's not really worried about the pace. Even if it is really quick, she can handle it.
When you do batting practice off your Auntie Tans, you learn how to handle it. Goes low for a ball.
It's a good pitch there with 2 strikes. Ty had been swinging at a fair few, so if you throw something low like that, again, all you're going to get is probably another ground ball to Sarah Logan at third. And she's been eating them up, so hit it to somebody else.
Two and 2 count here on Ty.
Called strike on the outside half. Probably at the bottom of the zone, but it's always one of those things when you've got 2 strikes, something that's close, you're taking your at-bat into the umpire's hands by letting them have the shot at calling you out. Even though we now got the 9-hitter up, Tanya Pupatapu is a very good hitter, so it's not like you can just go and relax and throw 3 across the plate.
Yeah, look, everyone knows my contention here at Waverley. The hitters are the pitchers. The pitchers are some of the best hitters in this league because they know how you think.
So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Probably also going to be one of those nights where the 2 pitchers who dominate in the circle end up getting the 1 hit that wins the game. Everybody else is, oh, what do we even come out for? It was just the Tanya versus Caitlin show.
That's what the votes are for.
Good pace and good hands from Tanya Pukatapu as well. Can definitely tell, sees the pitch on the outside half, has her hands go to right field. And big call over from first base, umpire Rob Dykstra, just calling out an illegal pitch. So Caitlin and shortstop Izzy Zaharias probably just having a little bit of a chat, asking, what's it for, boss?
Quite a long way away to have a chat.
Do you notice anything on that one, or?
I didn't notice anything, but that's why I've hung up my umpiring hat.
And good rise ball, top part of the zone there. So that'll be the strikeout. So still, as we go into the bottom of the third now, 0-0. Might also try and send one of our spies over to find out what the illegal pitch was for. But so when you get these pitching duels, the games just fly through. Feels like we've only been going for about 20 minutes and we're already nearly halfway through this game.
Look, quick game's a good game.
Yeah, I agree. Might only be 1 or 2 hits that actually does it for tonight with these pitches throwing how they are.
Well, look, we've had some really tight games happening in the league recently. Then Waverley and EJ's had a 1-0 game the other week on the live stream for those of you who may have watched it.
And then even last weekend, the second game of the doubleheader between Glen Waverley and Falcons, a 2-1 game with a walk-off single to right field.
Yeah, down to the very last hitter.
Yeah. It's an epic game.
Definitely a moment for the young player who got the glory. Very special moment.
So as we go into the bottom of the third, we're back up to the top for Falcons, Polina Golkina. I tell you what, that's where the pace comes in. Ty Graham hasn't made a bad play on that. She's come in from already short fielding position and had to make a really quick little shovel. Still couldn't get Polina out at first base.
Gotta be very, very elite to beat Polina's legs.
Yeah, definitely. So in the batter's box now, Izzy Zaharias. There we go again, like last time said, you can practically slot the first one. Just going to take, just going to be patient.
Stop giving that insider tip, Shane. You might get in trouble.
It's a good cover on the steal and Polina makes it into 2 safely. I like that from Cheryl, putting the steal on nice and early, then allows Izzy to then go have the rest of the at-bat, concentrate on driving the run in. And I tell you what, you've got to have a good arm to throw her out. So now good hitters count as well, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ball up.
And the second walk of the night for Izzy Zaharias.
And Falcons find themselves in a very familiar situation. Runners on 1 and 2.
So M. Fry put the bunt down last time. One of those scenarios for a coach to work out. In a game where my number 3 hitter is probably only going to get 3 turns, am I really going to bunt them twice? M. Fly ball into centre right. Sarah Caddison makes a great play on the run, but Paulina's wheels will definitely allow her to move up to 3. So M. Fry will move that runner across, and with 1 out, will bring up Sarah Logan to try and drive in the run. And Paulina, being the runner at 3, means any pass ball, any wild pitch, becomes the opportunity to score the run that breaks the tie here.
Look, even if the opposition blink, she might still get home.
So Falcons get Izzy Zaharias in motion, moves over to 2, but obviously no throw from Syndal with the very speedy Paulina over at 3. Now Sarah Logan's got 2 runners that she can drive in, and just 1 out.
Low ball there, nicely grabbed by Caitlin Ollie.
Yeah, a lot of pressure now on the catcher with a very quick runner at 3, so some good glove skills back there to keep a handle on it.
Fouls that one back.
So Alana Panzer probably playing just about on the line here, and Ty Graham the same, maybe just a touch deeper. I think it's one of those things that you can take into account that it's obviously going to be hard to get Paulina out at home, and you have an easier option of potentially getting the runner at 1, so... Sarah Logan swings at that pitch there, and that'll get the 2nd out for Syndal. And again, with 2 outs, bring to the plate number 80, Caitlin Laird. Nearly said Caitlin Ollie. There's too many Caitlins. There's 2 Caitlins on one side, 1 on the other side.
Oh, you should see the state team at the moment. There's about 3 Caitlins, Chelsea's, Kate's, there's everything. Fouls off that one up high.
Yeah, an uppish kind of pitch, but it looked like Caitlin did a pretty good job of staying on the top half of the ball. But again, Tanya Pukatapu finds herself in a strong position, no balls, 2 strikes. A good 2-strike approach from Caitlin Laird, just making sure, we saw that one earlier where the called strike on the down and out. So making sure, not leaving anything up to chance.
And Paulina making sure from 3rd base, she almost got home on that foul ball. She is just stretching her legs.
Hard hit ball, it's out deep. Bounces in front of the fence, so 2 runs will cross. Caitlin Laird's heading for 3. And the throw comes to 3, gets past 3rd base, Charlotte Dallos. But a 2-out triple from Caitlin Laird cashes 2 runs. Falcons will jump out to a 2-0 lead. As we did say, it could be the pitchers doing the damage there, as you see Caitlin Laird with that deep fly ball. Probably the hardest part of the park to hit it out, centre right.
And that'll bring into the box the catcher Chelsea Kimber. Definite potential here for Falcons to easily hit in another run if Chelsea gets the right piece of the ball.
They've been pitching her outside. I actually reckon it's a good part of Chelsea's hitting game. Likes to stay inside the ball. We saw her hit the ball at the middle that last time. Does a really good job of throwing her hands out and extending on those pitches on the outside half.
Did it to me last week. Hit me for 2.
Don't hold grudges though, do we?
I won't hold a grudge. I have to play in a state team with her. I'm proud of her.
There's a go at the pitch up high there. So Tanya getting herself into another good pitching count. A nice pitch there by Tanya Pukutapu, but no offer from home plate umpire Kian Privatera on it. And fouled over us. So that'll bring the count full. 3-2 now. Can't believe the Falcons haven't gone and put out a runner for the pitcher.
She can handle it. She's not me.
Yeah, that's true. She's a good base runner.
Yeah, me. Yeah.
Ground ball to second base. Ty Graham, nice play on the move. And lets Chelsea Kimber know about it as she walks past there. But a tidy play from Ty Graham gets Syndal out of the innings, but not before Falcons plate 2 runners on the 2-out triple to Caitlin Laird.
All right, and back to the top of the lineup for Syndal with Steph Marsh.
First pitch swinging by Steph Marsh. At a rise ball right at the real top of the zone. So I wonder whether we'll see Chelsea Kimber and Caitlin Laird take her up another step up the ladder. Looked like it might have been a rise ball, but definitely not a step higher on the ladder. It's probably a step lower on the ladder. A little bit dangerous.
Mm.
But Caitlin Laird's in front. No balls, 2 strikes. There's the one a bit higher, but Steph Marsh disciplined enough to lay off.
Steph Marsh showing that discipline again. That's where experience at this level of softball, I think, really comes into it. You can really tell with players like Steph who have been playing in this competition for probably 10 years. Fouling that one off.
Steady diet of those rise balls. Reckon there's only been 2 pitches this at bat so far that haven't been, so obviously part of the form they want to go to against Steph Marsh, see if they can get her chasing something upstairs. Little bloop Texas Liga, but that's foul. Fly ball in the left field. M. Fry coming on but can't get there. Bounces in front. And it'll just be a single for Syndal. Steph Marsh reaching first base safely. Oh, foul ball. Looked like another one you said just before, a little Texas Liga, but just foul. So we'll do it again. 3-2. Not going to be beaten easily in the batter's box here, Steph Marsh. Just keep fouling them off. A little bit of the turn to try and get out of the way has probably made it get Steph. I reckon it might have got her in the shin there.
Lucky she's a physio.
Can rub out her own injuries.
Staff discount if she needs help.
So that'll mean for Syndal, the next hitter in the box is the shortstop, Alana Panza. Lays off a pitch upstairs for ball one. So a good toss there by Chelsea Kimber. A solid tag put on by Izzy Zaharias. Will be the first out of the inning. Can see the throw was there well and truly early enough for Izzy Zaharias to make a comfortable play. Good throw by Chelsea Kimber, right on the spot. Didn't have to move too far.
Almost have to wonder if it was more a hit and run that didn't quite get the hit.
Ground ball to second base. Kira McClaverty makes the play. And that'll be the second out of the innings. Now in the batter's box, playing third base, number 91, Charlotte Delos. Hayden Laird looks like she might have dialed up the old pace dial.
The speedo.
Yeah, the speedo. Get tongue-tied. Can't even say the words that I've got in my head. Again, good gas from Caitlin Laird.
A little bit slower than the first pitch. Way ahead in the count here for Caitlin Laird. And that will retire Syndal with no runs scored. Falcons still 2 runs up. Right, and leading off for Falcons will be the first base, Imogen Bodley.
As we've seen a couple of times in this competition, 2 runs is definitely not a big enough lead to feel comfortable. So teams can pile on 4, 5 or 6 runs very quickly. Tidy play from Ty Graham.
That one was almost a bit inside out with that spin.
Yeah. Can often be the trickiest part. That spin, you think, I'm going to touch the ball and it's just going to spin out of my hand. Now in the batter's box for the Falcons, number 13, Caitlin Woodiak.
And just bunts that one a bit foul.
Offers of that one there. Take it to no balls, 2 strikes.
comfortably taken there by first base Steph Marsh, showing that that dead ball isn't bothering her too much.
In the walls a little bit there with a hit by a pitch and then sent to run by a coach and run into a solid tag. So
Having her helmet knocked off.
Now in the batter's box, 74, Kira McClaverty. Another one is a very patient hitter. So we'll be looking for the right pitch, see how far into an at-bat she can take.
Strike swinging there.
So Tanya Pukatapu finding herself in again, one of those dominant pitches counts. Good patience from Kira McClaverty to not swing at that. Ground ball again, another one with a little bit of tricky spin. And Kira McClaverty stops. Steph Marsh able to make the play. So that'll be the end of the innings. Falcons don't add any further runs. So Syndal will come to the plate right in the middle of the lineup. 4, 5, 6. Looking to claw some of this lead back from Falcons. Sarah Caddison will lead it off. And takes a pitch upstairs. Ball one. Just gets away from Chelsea Kimber. Fouled hard down third base line. Definitely think Sarah Caddison and Bree Dawson are two of the hitters that Chelsea Kimber and Caitlin Laird are going to have to play cautious with and mix their paces, because you can just see on that, Sarah Caddison's nice and early on that pitch. Pace is probably not going to trouble her.
Big swing there from Caddison. Definitely looking for her pitch.
Solid contact from Sarah Caddison, fly ball in the left field, but M. Fry camped underneath that one for a while. Nice and easy play. But a solid bit of contact from Sarah Caddison, probably only about 10 feet from the fence. Syndal might look to go to the long ball to try and catch this lead back. Bree Dawson steps in and fouls the first pitch off over into the third base dugout. Syndal third base coach Matt Hutchison might have to watch out. Give it a little skip over the top of the ball next time.
Just a brief pause here for some shoelace-related emergencies.
Should get some Velcro cleats.
Look, we do have a girl in the Glen Waverley team who has feet small enough for children's Velcro cleats, and I'm very jealous.
Good location from Caitlin Laird, but I reckon that is just high. So Bree Dawson doing a good job to lay off anything that's not hers. Hey, Jordan Hutchison hangs onto that one. It was sinking on her pretty quickly. Thought it was probably just going to fall in front, but manages to hang on to it. Bree Dawson, a good job of just putting enough on to try and land it in between, but in the end, it might not have been by design. Some good defense from the Falcons gets the out.
Brings into the box the catcher, Caitlin Ollie. Going hard after that first pitch. Fouling it off to the back.
You got the makeshift iPhone app speed gun out there, and that one just registered in at 110. Don't know, might need to be configured a little bit more, I think. Maybe got it set on the wrong setting.
Use error. And Ollie swings at that high pitch, which will retire the side.
That one was 104. Might be a little bit more accurate on that one, but Caitlin Laird definitely throwing the ball with a bit of gas on it.
Look, when on an actual speed gun, I think to my knowledge, Caitlin Laird is up in that high 90s range.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit more. A bit more the app, or a bit more, yeah, like you said, the user.
Can't fault you too much for trying. And appearing at the plate for her third at-bat of the game, lead-off hitter Polina Galkina. Looking to drop that ball in and show us her speed. Just a ball outside there. Just popping that one up to left field. Brings to the plate, shortstop Izzy Zaharias. Bit of a change of pace on the floor there.
Still be going with the first pitch down the chute.
I would be.
Oh, one into the shin.
Ouch.
like we said, with the pitch that comes off the catcher's mask, I reckon they hurt almost just as much. So a 1-1 count here on Izzy Zaharias. It's a good change of pace there.
Dangerous pitch to throw, though, especially to a hitter like this. Nice and in the zone.
I don't mind the quick drop ball right after the change-up. See the pitch out of the hand, you see it coming really quick and you go, I've got to catch up, got to get on time. Ooh, foul tip just over.
Not quite on the same wavelength as you there, giving her a rise ball, but...
Here, Tanya Pukutapu. Oh, dang it. So that ball comes out of her hand. Might not have been the plan.
Very polite of her, though. Some of us would have stronger words.
Soft little ground ball. Is Alana Panza going to make the play? She does. And it looked like Rob Dykstra signalled out. Yep, no, he did. So there's 2 outs now. Pitchers do it themselves. Tanya Pukutapu does her own work.
But
flips it over to one.
Not overarm work.
Flips it over to one, and that'll be the end of the inning. So Falcons can't extend the lead any further out than the 2 runs they already have. So move into the top of the 6th. So Syndal with 2 turns left, unless we take it to extras. Probably need to get back at least one of those runs in this frame if they really want to give themselves a chance. Because Caitlin Laird has looked pretty strong in the pitcher's circle, as has Tanya Pukutapu. So we're back at that same spot, down around the 7 part of the lineup, with Mickey Harris, who bunted in her last turn. Would be a good base runner for Syndal to get on to start the inning.
I have had a fact check come in. Caitlin Laird is actually throwing 135.
135?
135.
Who'd the fact check come in from?
I can't reveal my sources. But, you know, watch out, New South Wales.
She's throwing 135. She might play for the Victorian men's team, let alone the ladies.
I mean, isn't State League part of the selection criteria? Just a bit of a poke there.
So, ball 2 there.
Good hold there by Harris.
And she offers it that one. So Caitlin Laird and Chelsea Kimber get themselves back into account with the strike. Falcons just make a little bit of a defensive shift. First base playing deeper and second base coming in to play shallow. Send it down to third base, and line umpire Simon Ross with a big fist in the air says, yes, she did. Draws the count level at 2-2. Just downstairs, and that'll be full. chases the pitch upstairs. So a good response out of Chelsea Kimber and Caitlin Laird to get themselves back into a fight. That'll be the first out of the inning. Now in the batter's box, number 55, Ty Graham. I'm going to get the speed gun on that one.
140. Looking at you, Queensland, 140.
No wonder Chelsea Kimber couldn't hang on to it.
Exactly. Ty Graham showing a lot of patience here in that box.
Good location. Might have been a little bit on the edge, but been pretty consistent all night so far. Oh, another one off the mask. A good hack by Ty Graham on that one as well. She's right on time. Swinging at the right pitch. Roundabout waist high.
Making that adjustment here again.
Says no to the pitch outside. So again, another good patient at bat here by Ty Graham. She proved a tough out in the last time she was up.
Just pops that one up. Taken comfortably by Sarah Logan.
So pretty clean all night in the defence from Falcons. Haven't been troubled too much.
And in the box we have pitcher Tanya Pukatapu.
Good hack. First base, Imogen Bodley going back. One of those tricky ones where it's always sort of drifting away from you.
Yeah, and those ones are hard at night too with this light.
Probably also a little bit of the commentator's curse. Just said Falcons have been really clean in the field, and then that happens.
Hey, you said it, I didn't.
Jinxed them. Hard hit ball, but Sarah Logan's got that comfortably. Makes a just enough throw over to one, but they get the out, and that'll be the end of the inning.
And just while we're in the middle of the inning, we do have some very exciting exclusive news from Spacequake Sports. Tomorrow's broadcast of the Adelaide Premier League will have a very special announcement in relation to the Gillies Shield. And I can confirm it is not that Casey Smith will be signing autographs behind Diamond 1. But if you do want one, let me know. They cost $10. But it's more special than that. So tune in tomorrow to Adelaide's Premier League to find out all the hot goss on the Gillies Shield.
As we move into the bottom of the sixth, stepping into the batter's box is third base, who just made those couple of plays, Sarah Logan. Tanya Pukatapu's had a couple of hitters just sort of off time and sort of cramped up on those pitches up in the zone. I reckon those change-ups early in the game are just sitting in the back of the head of the Falcons hitters here. Called strike on the outside half there.
cool change has come through here.
Yeah, definitely. Good thing we brought down the hoodies. Sarah Logan swings over the top of that pitch on the inside half, and that'll be the first out for Syndal.
Bringing in Caitlin Laird, the pitcher who hit that amazing triple earlier that scored the Falcons 2 runs. Caitlin Laird, very much a key player for Victoria's state teams. And I do jest, but she does throw very quickly.
So going back to the weather, we had 30-something degrees on the weekend. Then we get to Tuesday, and we're back in hoodies, long pants, beanies, 17, 16 degrees.
Insert cliched joke about Melbourne.
Yeah.
Audience, please insert your own joke. Ball on the outside there. Caitlin Laird used to seeing a bit of movement, having played a few of the men's league games recently.
Hung around on the change-up long enough, but good location from Tanya Pukutapu. Still made it just too difficult to get good bat on it. Falcons could really do with squeezing 1 or 2 base runners out of this inning so that they get back to the top of their lineup for the 7th. Pitch upstairs. Caitlin Laird throws the bat back over for her team to pick up. Takes her base over at 1.
Very dangerous situation here. Falcons with the base runner on. And they've got a coach out there at 1, so they might even pull something tricky.
Chelsea Kimber is a good bunter. Goes after the first pitch. Strike 1. Tanya Pukutapu doing a good job of still mixing pace. Can't really sit on any one speed. Good location there as well. So no balls, 2 strikes on Chelsea Kimber here.
Caitlin Laird really pushing it here with a nice big lead here. Definitely looking to see if something will happen.
She got a lot of protection as well with a tall left-handed hitter in the batter's box. It's a pretty hard angle for Caitlin Ollie to be able to make a throw down to 1.
Exactly.
Hard shot from Chelsea Kimber again. Staying up the middle and just to the left-hand side of second base. Picked up by Sarah Caddison in centre field. So Falcons now runners on 1 and 2 with none out. Good stroke. Dead set up the middle.
That is her spot. That is her alley. All day.
So now in the batter's box, we've got the first base from Falcons, Imogen Bodley. Moves up a little bit to go get that bunt, but just manages to get out of the reach of Steph Marsh charging in. Does a good job to lay off a pitch inside. Good location on that pitch by Tanya Pukatapu again. Good little sequence too. Foul on the bunt, inside to brush the hitter back and then go back to the outside spot. And chases her eyes ball upstairs. That'll be the...
And with 2 out, Falcons are sending Imogen Bodley straight back out there to take over the running duties from Chelsea Kimber. Caitlin Laird still stranded. Sucks to be a pitcher.
Aggressive swing by Caitlin Woody out of the first pitch. Cold pitch on the outside half. So Tanya Pukatapu definitely working quickly on these last 2 hitters compared to the first 2 of the first couple of the inning.
And that'll wrap up the innings as we go into the top of the 7th, with Falcons leading 2-0. And as we go into the top of the 7th, if Syndal doesn't score here and get ahead, we will be seeing this as the end of the game.
What do they call that? The last chance for romance?
Last chance for something.
So then Falcons with the 2-run lead can even have the luxury position of letting a run cross the plate and trading it for an out. So sitting in the box seat, but we love a good come from behind story. Seen already a couple of walk-off wins too in the Waverley Open 1 competition this year, so can never write them off.
And what an upset this would be. 4th placed Falcons, top of the table Syndal.
Nice timing on the surprise bunt. Steph Marsh had the whole infield fooled, but just couldn't squeeze it down. So it'll be strike 1. Good location on the low rise too, strike 2.
Taking a big swing and fouling that to the left side.
Yeah, again, third base coach Matt Hutchison's got to be light on his feet. You could have a ball flying at him at any time. So Caitlin Laird steps on the plate, looking to get this first out in the top of the 7th. Ground ball to 3. Sarah Logan eats them up. So it'll be the first out. Falcons just need 2 more to get out of this game with a nice 2-0 win. In the batter's box, shortstop, Alana Panza. Good location first up from Caitlin Laird.
Fouls that one back over the back net.
Hard shot in the 5.5 hole. Neither third base or shortstop could do anything about that. So Alana Panza gives Syndal that runner they need late in the game.
And third base coach Hutchison just calling time to have a talk to the batter. Panza has quite a bit of leg speed now that she's standing on one. I reckon we could see a steal or a bunt, perhaps.
Yeah, I reckon especially with a young kidder in the box like Charlotte Ellis, they might see whether they can't try and move the runner up to give their 4 and 5 hitters in Sarah Caddison and Bree Dawson a runner that they can drive in. Bunt goes down, but always foul. It's one of those ones that is a bit of a risk it, because you only have 2 outs to give. You put down that bunt, give away one of them to move one runner into scoring position. Single still doesn't even tie the game up. So tricky, but sometimes you just got to go with what the hitter in the box's skill is. So swing from Charlotte Dallas there, and that'll be the second strike. And a cold strike. So now as we go to 2 out, we'll see Sarah Caddison come to the plate with a runner on. She did hit the ball probably only just 10 feet short of the fence last time up. Takes that little bit harder swing, could tie the game with one swing. Ground ball over the top of third base. Alana Panza coming into 3. So now, as we said, can't write anybody off because now Syndal have 2 runners in scoring position and Bree Dawson in the batting box. So high leverage situation here. Got a whole bunch of things that could happen. Chelsea Kimber manages to keep that ball just close enough.
Dawson just leaving that, being very patient here, looking for her pitch in this situation. Cold strike down low. A lot of chatter here from the Syndal bench, really getting up and about with this chance.
Foul, fly ball. Polina comes charging in, takes the catch, and so that'll do it. Falcons take this game 2-0. Not before a little scare right in the 7th from Syndal, showing that it doesn't matter how late in the game, they can make a bit of a comeback. But a pretty clean defensive performance by Falcons gets it done 2-0.
And that'll do us for the evening. But in the meantime, you can check out the Softball Victoria Men's State League live stream on Thursday night. And we will also have a live event for the State League happening on Sunday at Glen Ira, big round robin, with games also happening at Waverley, and an under-12 carnival happening at Mill Park. So plenty of softball at all levels for you to get your teeth into this weekend. Have a good night.